Talk with author Dre Lett is a show that informs, inspires, and motivates. All shows are taped in front of a live virtual audience. Make sure to follow us so you can be notified when a new show is available on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also follow us if you want to be a part of our live tapings. Grab your beverage and snacks, get comfortable so we can let's talk. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk. I am your host, author Dre Lett. This is the show where we inform, inspire, and motivate. We get you going during these tough times and beyond. So come on in the room and have a virtual seat so we can let's talk. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's Eve early. I just want to say that to everybody out there that's watching. You guys, make sure you hit follow and you hit like and you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Let this show be one of your gifts to a loved one or to a friend that can lift their spirits during this holiday season. Let's talk about holiday cheer. Yes, my special guest tonight are saxophonist Avery Dixon from America's Got Talent and musical guest Lawson. Plus, author and life coach Elise Green is here. They'll be on the virtual stage shortly. But for right now, we're going to get into these messages from our sponsors, and we'll be right back after this brief message. And if you're watching the show live, make sure you tell me where you are tuning in from so I can give you a shout out when we come back. Okay? Stay tuned for this message, and we'll be right back. All right, you guys, that was a message from our sponsor. You guys know how I am. I'm big on entrepreneurship. So let's see who's checking in from the Let's Talk fam. Yes, indeed. We got Rockin' Richard Houston. Hello, sir. How are you? Hubby is watching from the man cave. Mwah, I love you, babe. Thank you so much for being one of the producers and helping me. And we got Sis checking in from Oaktown. Hey, Sis. Oh my goodness, and so many more. Let's see who this is. Aline Lewis. She says she's watching from the south side of Atlanta. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my God, they just keep coming. And Mommy in Love. Mwah. Hey, how are you? Good to see you, Mommy in Love. Okay, y'all, so many more, so many more. And I promise I will acknowledge you. But you guys, we got so much going on. We got a pack full show tonight. So let's get into my first guest. I want to introduce her. She is amazing, you guys. This is Lawson. She's a singer songwriter born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio. She was raised in the church. Yes, indeed. Lawson's mother kept her involved in plays, musicals, and in the choir. Lawson released her first EP, Emotionally Unavailable, the same exact day she graduated with her master's from Morehouse School of Medicine. You go, girl. With recognition from Rodney Jerkins' Dark Child, Lawson was selected to be top 30 for his cultural mixtape in 2023. Today, Lawson has 2 EPs and has no plans to stop making music for the masses. I know that's right. And you guys, I got a little treat for you. I want you to hear her music. She is amazing. So take a listen to this. She is, oh my goodness, she's amazing. Here we go.
something like that.
Oh my gosh, you guys, is she not the bomb? Oh, she is so talented. So, you guys, without further ado, help me welcome to the virtual stage, Lawson. Hey, lady, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for
You
calling
so
me.
modest, girl. You got some pipes.
I appreciate that.
Yes, you are so talented. And thank you for coming on Let's Talk. When I heard how talented you were and how great of a singer you are, I was like, I got to get her on my show. I just got to get her on my show. So thank you for coming on Let's Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you guys make sure you filter in questions. I got a couple of my own. I want to know, how did you start making music? I know you grew up in the church, but what made you decide to just say, okay, I'm gonna do this and just sing, put some EPs out there?
Well, when I moved to Atlanta, which was in 2020, I started my master's program, and my cousin Jasmine, she just was being funny one day. She was like, "Let's go make a Christmas song." I'm like, "What? Like, what do you mean?" She was like, "Yeah, like." She just booked a studio one day, and she like, "Let's go make a Christmas song." It was in December, and I was like, "Okay." And we never put it out. We never did anything with it, but it was just like, just putting me in that environment. It kind of got me like excited to do it again. I want to do that again. So I was just like, let me write a song. Let me like book a session. It costs a lot of money, but I was just like, I'm really invested in doing it. And so I just booked the studio day. I went back multiple times and I just put it out. And like, I guess I was proud of it, you know. So then other people was telling me their opinions of it. So I was like, let me just keep doing it. So
Oh,
kind of just how it really been. I've always been like I used to write in my notebook as a kid, like just little songs and stuff, but I never thought, you know, like that could be something I really do.
yeah. Oh my God, that's amazing. That is amazing. So, who inspires you to write? Like, do you think of something that's going on in your life, or you have a special somebody, or your parents, or who inspires you to write a song?
I think for me it's like my therapy in a way. So
Oh,
and well, therapy is good too, but I feel like with writing, I get to let out whatever I feel in like a past relationship, or if it didn't go my way, I can kind of get it out through a song because I clearly couldn't get it out through them. So it's just like for me, that's my way of like letting things go within things that happened in my past, or just making up something I want to happen, or just wanting to make something fun. Like I just go in my head and try to like create a story sometimes.
okay. I love it. I love it. So, tell me about this. What was this experience like to be a part of an actual movie, have your music in a movie? Like, did you know somebody? How did you get linked up with it? And what was the experience like?
So it's funny. It's like it's just the world is so small. So one of my sayings, because I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated,
Okay.
one of my fans, she actually just sent it to me on Instagram. She was like, it was the man who directed the film, Jabril Wood. Excuse me, Jabril McIntosh. That's his name. He directed this film, I Hate I Love You, and he posted on his Instagram. I guess he's looking for local artists in the area to put in his debut film. And I didn't follow him. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know this man from nowhere. And she just happened to send me that story. And I was just like, okay, that was so nice of her to think of me. And so he said to either email him a song or DM him. And I did both. I was like, I'm going to just harass the man. I don't care. So I DM'd him our song, and then I also emailed him. And like a month went by, and like I didn't hear nothing from him, which I wasn't, expecting, but still, scoping the scenery. But I didn't hear anything. And one day he just DM'd me and was like, "I emailed you. Check your email." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And it's like, I really like the song. I would love to put it in the film. And it just kept the relationship since then. He's been so nice. Like
Oh.
it's like you just don't know who someone knows, and the thought of her thinking of me was just so, that was really touching. So it got us in a movie, which I never would have thought. I always want those things to happen, and clearly they are happening. So I'm very fortunate, and I'm just realizing like you just gotta put yourself out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I think that's awesome. Like you said, sometimes you just got to step out on faith, right? And just say, I'm going to do this.
Right.
I'm going to do this. That's wonderful, Lawson. So let me ask you this. So, what advice would you give someone who is interested in becoming a singer?
Sing literally. I mean, not even just sing, like just really do your homework. Like in my opinion, everyone wants to get to the top or whatever the top may be, but what I'm learning living here is no one is going to give you an easy way. It's not going to be no easy path. I always say, like for me, I like to do my research. So people that I look up to as artists or who I strive to be like, I see who they work with. I see what type of beats they use. I try to connect myself in areas where I am familiar with those who know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, just to get myself to work with the best people that I know, you know?
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
my end goal. I don't know what everyone's end goal is in music. Some people just want to make it on the side and still do a regular job. So, and they can be very content with that too. So, it's just all about what you envision yourself as a singer or whatever, and getting there, like putting yourself out there, making content. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So what's next for you? What's your next goal that you've already been in a movie. That's amazing in itself, right? You've got an EP, you've got songs out, streaming on all platforms. What do you want to do next? I say shoot for the stars.
Well, I am finishing up a song, so I'm just waiting for that to be mixed and mastered, and hopefully, well, I will be putting it out in the new year. But other than that, I definitely just want to keep putting out music, keep working with more people that I don't know or haven't had the knowledge of meeting yet. Um, just continue to expand my audience and hopefully, be a big name. You know.
Absolutely. Yes. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna look through here and see if the audience has any questions. Oh, Rockin' Richie says she's gonna be a very big star soon. I know, right? Awesome. I love it. I love it. And then Aline said that you're awesome. You have a beautiful voice. Yes, your voice is so soothing. I was listening to your songs over and over and over. And of course, I downloaded it and there more people are saying Mark is saying she sounds like the singer Her. Yes indeed. Somebody we both know, my soror, your stepmama Kim said great job, Taylor, we're so proud of her. Yes, she is amazing. Yes, the compliments just keep coming in. Do you guys have any questions for her, because she's been in a movie, she's a star. So you've done the movie. Are you open to doing events? Like some people may have a wedding, they may
Yeah,
want you to sing at or anything like that. Are you open to that?
absolutely. I'm here to expand my way anyway. So like, any opportunity is a great opportunity.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Please tell everybody how they can follow you, Lawson, how they can purchase your music. I know it's scrolling at the bottom, but some of my viewers or listeners, they'll listen to the podcast. So
No, yeah, actually you can follow me on Instagram at LAWSBN. Again, that's LAWSBN. My information is in there, such as like if you want to reach me by email or just direct message me. I also I'm on Facebook, but not really, so I don't really put that one out there. But TikTok, I'm a TikToker, so you can find me on there at LLAWSBN. And yes, I'm on all music platforms, so that could be Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, SoundCloud. I'm on YouTube too, so you can look me up by my name, LAWSEN. And yes, so keep in touch. I hope you all definitely listen to my music when you get a chance.
yes, absolutely. We've got some more comments pouring in. Let's see here. Okay. Pauline Cox says, proud of you. She need an autograph. That's awesome. And Aline also said that Make sure you have people who care about your success. Yes, that is huge. Surround yourself with people that love you. That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true. Oh my gosh. So is there anything you want to say to the viewers as we close out your segment? Any nuggets you want to share or anything?
Well, thank you all for coming. You could be doing anything else, but you're here, so I appreciate that. And
Oh,
look forward to hopefully putting out some good music for you all to send and give me comments on. So thank you.
yes, absolutely. And let me just tell you this, Lawson, a lot of viewers, they watch the show like on Saturday,
Mhm.
Sunday throughout the week. So check in the comment section. I'm sure there'll be more comments in there. Oh, look at that. Your dad said, Daddy's so proud of you. Oh, I love it. That's beautiful. Well, you are welcome here anytime. Please come back.
Will do.
Anytime you got a new single you want to share with us, you are welcome here anytime.
Oh,
And girl, you keep pushing because you are. Oh, and let me say this. I'm so proud of you for being an African American woman with your master's degree.
thank
So
you.
big ups to you. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll talk soon. And like I said, you're welcome here anytime. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having me. I appreciate you, and you have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye. You guys, that was Lawson. She is the bomb.com. I think she's so, so talented. Oh my goodness. There's so many, this generation out here. They are so talented. They're doing things that my generation we wanted to do, but now you got social media, you got TikTok, and you could just put your stuff out there and it will put you on Front Street like that. So, just keep pushing. I thank Lawson for coming on the show, but for others that are interested, keep pushing like she did. Like she said, she dropped a DM and put a sample of her music, and look, she's featured in the movie. So keep pushing. It's just an amazing world now that we have social media. Okay, you guys. So let's get into my next guest. You guys, I'm going to give him a proper introduction so we can see this gentleman as well. He is amazing too. You guys, first, before I introduce him, make sure you go to YouTube and look up Avery Dixon. He was on America's Got Talent, and his story is so touching. It's amazing. Watch that. I wanted to share, but I didn't want to get in trouble with copyright law. So, this is Avery Dixon. He's a talented saxophonist who gained fame as a finalist on America's Got Talent and as an all-star runner-up. He has collaborated with renowned musicians like Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, Troy Andrews, Mike Phillips, and he's captivating audiences worldwide. Avery has performed in countries such as Spain, Morocco, Portugal, as part of the Dave Koz and Friends at Sea cruise. Avery is rooted in a rich musical legacy. He drew inspiration from his late grandmother, cellist Shelby Cross, and his great grandfather, saxophonist Maxwell Davis, who worked with legends like Etta James, Louis Armstrong, and B.B. King. His debut album, Avery Dixon Saxophone Extraordinaire, presents One for the Red Bow Tie. He showcases his exceptional talent and is available for listening. For more about Avery's music, visit averydixon.com and prepare to be captivated by his unique sound. So without further ado, you guys, I want you to listen to a sample of his music as well. You guys are going to enjoy this. It is something that is for the holidays. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to let you guys listen to Avery Dixon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my favorite time of year, the holidays. So, we're going to get straight to the point. Today, I'll be playing a selection from my holiday album, One for the Red Bow Tie. Now, if you'd like to get an autographed copy, please reach out to me and let me know, or go to my website. Now, today's selection will be Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Oh, wow, you guys, that is amazing. Is he not talented or what? Oh my goodness. So without further ado, let's bring to the virtual stage Mr. Avery Dixon. Oh, hey Avery.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh my God. You are such a talented young man. Oh my goodness. You can play that saxophone, I tell you.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming on Let's Talk. I have so many questions I want to ask you. I've been watching your YouTubes and just the experience of you on Who America's Got Talent. And you had me in tears when I was watching that show. And of course, I didn't want to show it because I may get in trouble with, the copyright laws. But share with us, if you don't mind, just a snippet of how you got started and that whole story that you shared on America's Got Talent, if you don't mind, sir.
Well, it started about 14 years ago. At the time I was in elementary school, I was getting bullied a lot. And a lot of times, at that point I was kind of broken. I was doing well in school and I was also doing art at the time. And I ended up leaving and pursuing music. And I was in and out of the hospital because the stress would make me sick and
Mm,
things weren't really going too well.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Things got better after leaving public school because then I picked up the saxophone and then I kind of started learning pretty quickly. And then after I learned all the notes came learning how to dance because growing up, my whole family knows I have two left feet.
Oh.
And so it was a lot of funny lessons in the living room. Um, I actually grew up going to a lot of other concerts outside of my own. My older cousin was in the honor band, and my brother, her was in the symphonic band, and they were both always wearing suits and everything. And it just, what always captivated was how cool it looked to see other black men getting awards and stuff for being good at something outside of, just the normal. Because I come from a family of intellects. Everybody was, always getting an award for something. But it was always nice to be included on this music bug that seemed to bite everybody. Because it's like my big brother was playing, my older cousin was playing, everybody was getting in and out of music. So then I got into it, and then I was always like, I want to be able to do it too. And my grandmother was also a cellist, so we'd grow up hearing her play cello or going to go hear her play at Presbyterian churches in the city. Or if it wasn't that, it was my saxophone teacher at the time who I met when I was 9, Stacy Holton, who was a professor, and he would run the Clayton State community big band. So I grew up going to these big band concerts and hearing other musicians and seeing and getting to learn about the whole order of these things. And then one day I started playing and never stopped. And it
Wow.
just kind of took off from there.
Wow. You are so talented. Oh my goodness. So, I know your great grandfather must be proud just reading through your bio that he worked with Etta James and Louis Armstrong and BB King. That's flowing through your blood. So, that's amazing. That is amazing. So, I saw another YouTube video that just had me like, wow. And again, I was scared to show it because, sometimes they're so temperamental about copyright laws. But tell us about what was it like to play with Kenneth Babyface Edmonds? And you threw
Oh
down.
man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I actually have a lot of behind the scenes footage of me and Babyface before all the cameras got to rolling. He's incredibly talented. He's extremely humble. Um, doesn't say much, but when he does talk, he's always imparting knowledge.
Wow.
He didn't put anybody down. It was like he's extremely down to earth. When I become famous one day, I'd want to be like him because it's like he's like he comes in the room, he always greets everyone.
Mm,
He did have his girlfriend with him. She was nice too. Everybody was. It's like there's a certain electricity that kind of comes with being just himself, and it's like there's no really real effort or anything that goes into it. It's just like he comes in and he's just completely himself.
wow.
You don't see any like he's not wearing any like flashy chains or anything, but it's like you can tell when he enters the room. But
Wow.
yeah, it was a blast playing with them.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. And somebody said, you're already famous. You said when you become famous, you're already famous. I think that is amazing. And the way you play is like it's just second nature. It just comes to you and it's so smooth. And watching that YouTube video with Babyface, you guys played like you've been playing together for many, many years. It was amazing. It was good. You
Thank you.
guys go out and look at that YouTube video on America's Got Talent with Babyface and Avery. It was awesome. Awesome. So, Avery, tell us about this Christmas album, that song I just played. Oh my God, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell us about that.
All right, so the Christmas album, um, at the time I recorded it, I was in between kind of like taping for the show
Okay.
and everything. So it was like we kind of had to get, it was a lot of getting permissions involved. So it was like I recorded in my living room. Um, I tried to get it all done in like 2 nights.
Oh, wow.
It was like everybody was asleep. I just kind of hooked up my laptop, grabbed some tracks, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make a Christmas album. And at first it sounded very improbable because I don't have a lot to work with. I don't have a huge space, all I got is this like little setup. So I'm like, but we're gonna make it work. So then actually the first song on the album, actually sent it to Simon after I got his permission to like record and release and all that. And he was gracious enough to demo it for me and listen to it.
Wow.
And it was just a really cool experience. So it's like all the I didn't do the tracks that you hear in the background. I didn't make those, but I did produce everything. And all the saxophones, the my voice talking, all that was mixed and mastered by me.
Wow.
And the song name, well, one of my favorite songs on there outside of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is
Mhm.
a track I like to call A Smooth.
Mm.
And it's a nice little jazz kind of bounce on the song. What was the name? Original name of the song. Oh, 1 second.
You can look up the name, huh?
I am. I like to keep my
I understand. Well, while you do that, there's people in here saying wonderful, wonderful things. They get some questions for you as well.
I'd love to
Yes,
get into it.
yes.
Got it. All right, let's see where are the questions. Also, the A Smooth is actually a rendition of Sleigh Ride by Tori Kelly that I
Okay.
rearranged.
Oh,
But yeah.
wow. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Amazing. So, the other question that I have before we let the viewers ask you a couple questions is, what's next for you, Avery? You are so talented. Are you gonna produce another album? Are you touring? What's next for you?
At the moment I'm working on writing my own original music.
Okay.
It's a tedious process, but I do enjoy it. Um, I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of people with a lot of knowledge that I can ask questions to and everything. But I'm in the process of making a lot of music and um, I'm going back to school as well. I'm
Oh,
trying to take some finance classes so I can better understand the money that's made in this industry.
yeah, and be able to count all those millions that are coming, right?
Oh yeah, God willing.
Oh, it's coming. It is coming. Okay, so Mark Gant, one of the producers, he said, Avery Dixon, check him out on YouTube. He is all that. Yes, sir, he is. Let's see. There was a question in here. Here it is. It says, okay, so a statement was made. Nice arrangement. The saxophone is their favorite instrument. Emmanuel says, great job. And here's a question. It was just right here. Here it is. It says, what made you choose the saxophone over other instruments? Do you play other instruments? That's a good question.
Do I play other instruments? I'd have to say the saxophone is probably the one I play the best. I have some knowledge of how to play both clarinet, um, and I'm learning how to play piano, at least when the idea comes to me. Um, Outside of that, I have an aptitude to, if I actually applied myself to learn other instruments, I'm pretty sure I could, but at the moment, professionally, the saxophone is the only thing I play.
Okay, okay. Very good at it. Let's see, is there any more questions? Oh, here's one. Somebody said, "How was your recent cruise tour? How was that?" Yeah, that must have been nice.
Oh yeah, the cruise tour was amazing. It was beautiful. I got to visit one of the oldest churches in Europe. The what was it called? I believe it was like Cathedral Basilica. It was in Alcante, Spain. So that was
Mm.
beautiful. I got to meet many amazing musicians that I'm privileged to call my friends. I got to play with my heroes.
Aw.
It was like it was a dream come true. Um, I got to know what it's like to what they call hang with the big dogs. It's like I was one of the youngest ones on the cruise. I learned so much in those 3 weeks. And huge thanks to Dave Koz for bringing me along.
Wow.
And it was like I got to know some amazing people that I will definitely be working with in the future. As as I'm writing more music and stuff, I'm constantly asking questions and getting answers and trying to get feedback from other artists. So it's a great network to be a part of.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So, Avery, for those people that want to purchase that album for the holidays coming upon us, please tell them how they can. I know it's scrolling at the bottom, but like, some people are listening, and um, I know you've got a website and a phone number. Please let them know how they can purchase your music, sir.
All right. Well, one way to purchase it would just be to look up Avery Dixon Presents, one for
Okay.
the red bow tie, and it's everywhere music is streamed and sold.
Awesome. Awesome. And also his number scrolling, his manager, who his mom is, she's down to earth. I love her to pieces. 404-939-5114. You guys, he is open for you to book him, stream that album. I know I am. I did. And the music
Thank you.
is amazing. Amazing. Avery, you keep doing your thing. I am so proud of you. You represent Atlanta extremely well. And the next time you have anything you're going to release, please come back on Let's Talk. We would love to have you. And just keep doing your thing. Any parting words you want to share with any of the viewers?
I would like to thank all of y'all for your time and your patience. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned.
That's right. Stay tuned. I know that's right. Okay, Avery. Well, you're welcome here anytime. Thank you, sir. Keep doing your thing. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. You guys, that was Mr. Avery Dixon. He is amazing. Go to YouTube. It's so much stuff on there, but in particularly go to the video where he talks about, they interview him on America's Got Talent on his life story, and it is so touching. It's amazing. Terry Crews was on there as well. So, you guys, tonight we normally have, and thank you, Avery Dixon, for coming on Let's Talk, and thank you, Lawson, as well. So normally at the end of the show, I always give my positive thought, as you guys know. But tonight, I am going to have Elise Green. She is an author and a life coach. She's no stranger to the show. I asked her, hey, why don't you do the positive thought? And so this is a very, very good segment, in my opinion. Make sure you listen. It is amazing. And without further ado, I'm going to play it for you guys. And stay tuned afterwards. I've got some information for you. Okay? All right, here we go.
Hello, my beautiful people. It's Miss Elise, your Live to Thrive life group coach, here at the Dre Lett Talk Show. And today I'm going to talk to us about being positive and prayed up in preparation for 2025. Now, we all know 2024 may have been challenging for many of us. However, we don't have to stay in the challenging states. I'm going to challenge each of us to adult up. We're going to be personally responsible for how we react to life. And the way we can do that is taking on personal responsibility. And with that, that means it's a choice. It's a decision. We determine what hurts so bad that we have to make the negative choice. And right before acting out on it, we also have the choice to stop and think about it. Okay? We can make it through with positive choices or negative choices. So I'm going to give us a few tips to help us get through that. I'm going to use the letters in the word choice. So the first one is C for choice. It's a choice. Remember, we determined if we're going to act out or act up or act right. It is no one else's responsibility to help us to behave, and it is no one else's responsibility for us to bring in the negative vibes. We can block them out. It is our choice, how we receive it and how we will respond to it. Okay? So it is our choice. No one makes you respond negatively or positively. It's personal responsibility. Next, we have H. Hear the heart. Hear what your heart is saying. What is really motivating your decision? What is really motivating our decision to respond negatively or to respond positively? There's always something at the bottom of it. We say things like, oh, they made me so mad they had me acting up. Nobody had us acting anyway. It is a choice. So hear what your heart is saying. What is hurting you and what is triggering you to want to respond negatively? And how can we respond in a positive manner? Oh, observe. Now, don't walk into a place where you know you're going to be triggered and you know people are going to rub you the wrong way and expect that you're going to act positive. We have to be smart about things. Don't walk into fire and expect not to be burned. Okay? Don't poke yourself with sharp objects and expect not to bleed. So observe your surroundings. Observe who's there. Observe those people who you already know are trying to gaslight you or bait you into a negative interaction. So pay attention. Okay? Pay attention. Observe. Imagine the outcome before you give the response. Imagine if you respond negatively, is that going to get you a positive response? It may feel good for the moment. However, it's not going to bode well. Or if you respond positively, you're only responsible for your response. You can't determine how someone else is going to receive your response, but you know that you are responsible for your positive response. So imagine what the outcome can be and respond in that manner. C, this is the second C in the word choice. It's calm. Be calm when you respond. I know it is not always easy. However, we have to take the responsibility to choose to be calm. And ways we can do that is not to answer right away. The word, I'm going there, says be slow to speak, be slow to anger. Don't make quick responses, okay? So stop, take a couple beats, think about what's been said. You can choose if you want to start a fire or you want to put a fire out, okay? So be calm, and be calm for yourself. Just because someone wants to gaslight you or bait you into a negative interaction, they're going to go on about their business, kiki, kaka, laughing, moving on. And all of that negativity is going to be stored up in your body, creating cortisol, which is unhealthy for us. So let's be calm, be slow to speak, be quick to listen, be slow to anger. Choose how you will respond. Responding in a positive manner often I'm sorry, it causes the other person to have to stop and think. So respond positively, be calm. And then our last letter is E. Execute, execute, execute. Execute these steps that I've given to you. Execute your decision. You decide to be calm. So it is my choice whether I'm going to respond negatively or positively. No one makes that for me. I choose to hear my heart and really understand what is triggering me or causing me to hurt. I can choose to and will choose to observe what's going on around me. I see you, boo. I see what's going on. I don't have to fall into the trap. Walk around those pits. Be observant, okay? Imagine when I go to respond, what is the outcome that I want to have happen? Do I want a positive interaction or a negative interaction? I can choose to be calm. I don't have to pop off like everybody else. Protect my peace. Be calm. It's a choice. And then choose to execute these tips that would help me. And on top of all of that, pray before you speak. Pray before you enter those places where you know it's going to be challenging. All right? So those are my tips for choice. See you on the next round.
That was awesome. Thank you, Elise. Miss Elise, she is thebomb.com. I love that choice. So, as we go into 2025, there might be some things that might test you. So take that advice. It's awesome, awesome advice. Want to tell you guys as we close out the show, we'll be back on January 10th. I've got a surprise comedian and our favorite music group. One of our favorite music groups, Saint Oshun, will be here to release another single that they've got out. So you guys have a safe, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, New Year's, and all that stuff. Be safe out there. And remember Elise's words of wisdom choice. I want to thank my guests, Lawson, Avery Dixon, and Miss Elise for coming on Let's Talk. As I always tell you guys, do one good thing for one person each day, and you can affect 365 lives. Know that if no one's told you they love you, know that I do. You guys stay safe out there. Love on one another no matter what. Be kind to one another. And with those words, I'm out.